Hi team, it's Friday afternoon. It's home time. It's home time. It's going to be a weird home time tonight, and it's going to be a weird weekend vlog as well, because Nadia is having a bit of a girly weekend with her mates, with Syra, I think, and she'll be filming stuff, but she won't be able to send it to me. So she's going to be over there doing that sort of stuff. Me and Nanny I've got a big thing happening tomorrow, which once that's done and hopefully squared away, I'll be able to focus a bit better. But yeah, so there'll be some gardening. We've got some green-fingered hell coming for you. We might have a bit one-sided. It might be a bit me focused and the house focused, and I know I can be bloody irritating, so apologies for that, but I'll see what I can do. I might suggest to Nadia that she just shoots like 1-minute chunks. It's been a good day, a productive day at work. I've drunk lots of coffee. The girls went and did a workout at the gym, which was good, and Maddie's got lots of friends over tonight. So one of our home times a while back, it was quite a popular one, was when we were locked upstairs in our bedroom as Kiki had an enormous party. It's not that she's having a party tonight, but she's got a bunch of mates coming, Maddie, and me and Nadia were toying with potentially locking ourselves in our bedroom and watching a box set. So yeah, anyway, let's see what happens, because let's face it, there's no rules and all the bets are off, aren't they, really? All bets are off. All bets are off.
Hello, everybody. I'm home. Thank God, because that was a really long day today. And because I had my first glass of champagne yesterday, I'm not kidding, I have felt so ill all day, like a major hangover from 2 bloody glasses of champagne. So I'm really glad to be home. It's the weekend. Maddie's got tons of people upstairs. She's got people over for the night. What, Kiki?
Can I take Olives upstairs?
You can take Olives upstairs. Kiki is not showing her face because she just doesn't want to show her face, so that's fine. I love you.
Love you.
What are we doing tonight?
America's Next Top Model.
We're going to binge watch America's Next Top Model. We're going to cuddle up on the sofa, aren't we? And we're going to binge watch it.
We don't have any ice cream in it.
Huh?
We don't have any ice cream in it.
Text Daddy, he'll get ice cream on the way back. Make sure you text him. But he's very excited because the Star Wars trailer has landed. So when I say Mark is excited, that is the biggest understatement that I'm probably going to make this year. Mark and Star Wars, well, it's like me and cake. The love is deep and meaningful. Just show you some of the stuff in here, just to prove to you just how cray-cray he is for Star Wars. Look. I'm going to turn it around and show you properly. So his Star Wars figures, look at them. Look at them. And because Mark always wanted to know who his dad was, and because he didn't have a dad, he used to imagine that Darth Vader was his dad. Isn't that just so sweet? Look, so look, that's Mark's dad. Look, here they all are. Bless him. Bless him. Yep, so Star Wars means a lot to him, and the trailer for the new Star Wars film has landed. He's actually in a screening at the moment of something else that he's got to review, and I just got a panicked text from him saying, I'm coming back, tell Maddie we're going to have to borrow her from her friends, go and tell her now that we're going to have to borrow her from her friends to come and do the reaction to the trailer. I mean, my God, I just hope he doesn't crash on the way home. Anyway, yeah, so I was talking a bit about how absolutely awful I have felt today because of having that champagne. 2 glasses of champagne. Oh, God, look at her. She's so annoying. She's so annoying. Yeah, 2 glasses of champagne has affected my whole day. I got up this morning and I was like, because I've been really good doing my HIIT workouts. Lucy Wynyard Reed, YouTube, free, 7 minute and 10 minutes. I've been doing those in the morning before I go to work, and it's been fine because I wake up and I'm fresh and clean. Came down this morning, I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. And it's so extreme, the difference. Having had 100 days totally clear, I felt all day like I'd got food poisoning. But everyone at work was really funny. They were going, oh, you've just got to push through it. You've just got to push through it. So I'm going to Cyrus tomorrow with Jane and Stacey, and I'm staying the night there. And I'm gonna have a few drinks, but I'm not having champagne because that made me feel so ill. But yeah, really looking forward to it. So you'll get really nice vlogs this weekend because we'll be doing that cutting between the two. Mark will do the edit. Me in Oxford with Syra and Jane and Stacey, and then cutting back to here and what's going on. I think Nanny Di's coming over. These will be here, of course. These will be here. Look at her. Had a really fun show today on Loose Women. We've got fabulous, I don't know if any of you have seen our new loose woman, Brenda from X Factor. She is fantastic. She's funny. She's got the most incredible life story. And it's such a... It's funny because we were just talking back over the years of Loose Women, and I was thinking, it's so lovely to have a job where you make new friends all the time. Also, you're just really challenged because you're challenged all the time because you're always meeting different people, and you've got to, be on point with what they're into and what they're interested in, and have really good, bants and conversation. So yeah, no, I was just on the way home and I thought I was knackered. I'd done 2 shows and I just thought, do you know what? Just #bloody blessed. Yeah, I'm blessed. Are you blessed, Toffs? Are you blessed, Chi-Chi? Yeah. Are you blessed? Are you blessed? God, I had all sorts of plans to make dinner. Clear out that cupboard I still haven't cleared out. And then I just came upstairs to get something. I just lay down in bed. And now I can't get up and do anything. I feel like a really bad mother because they need vegetables. But I can't be bothered to cook vegetables. So desperately want to give him a bag of crisps and some toast and jam. So there he is. I was explaining to the subs earlier, I was showing them Darth Vader and explaining that he was basically your dad.
Well, yes.
So tell us, how are you feeling? The new Star Wars trailer is out.
This is a big deal. This is a much bigger deal than you'll ever really comprehend, Ned. And most of the women who watch this channel probably. For me as a child, just watching that trailer was like injecting into my arm all my aspirations, imaginations, hopes, dreams, wonder, escape from my childhood.
Blimey.
I mean, everything came into that moment with Carrie Fisher and the voice of Luke Skywalker and the set and the way it's shot and the sounds and the music. And it's the final episode of the final trilogy of the trilogy of trilogies that George Lucas did. This is like the end of a... I mean, I might have to throw myself off a cliff or something. I mean, truly. I mean,
See what I mean?
No, but...
See what I mean?
Are there any men watching this, or even any women for whom...
There's absolutely nobody connecting with you on this, Mark.
In 1977, an entire world opened up. An antechamber to my heart and my mind was opened and awoken in 77. And it was made all the richer an antechamber to walk into, because when we stood in Leicester Square with my mum, they had the loudspeaker and they were going, "We have sold out." And I remember screaming and crying. I was crying when we watched the trailer.
So, do you mind if I just ask you one question?
Yeah.
Are you happy or unhappy?
Conventional emotional descriptions don't suffice.
Of course they wouldn't. This is Star Wars we're talking about, after all.
Yeah.
All right, darling. I'm just gonna
both.
leave you with yourself.
Anger leads to hate, and hate
leads to suffering.
That's
So
why
I'm just gonna leave you with yourself.
I'm being genuine though, guys. Go and check out our trailer reaction, because I properly well up. Maddie's just gone and embarrassed me by telling all her friends.
All right, darling.
Yeah.
Loving you.
And you.
Missing you already.
85 more times.
All right, darling.
Okay, watching it again.
How am I going to get through this weekend?
Can I just ask one?
Yeah? How am I going to get through tonight? This is all he's going to talk about. No. This is all he's going to talk about. All I can say is... Yeah?
Will you come with me to watch it?
Yeah, sure.
Cool, thanks.
All right, baby. Anything for you?
Thanks.
Annoying family life. How many hours do you think in a lifetime we waste looking for effing remote controls? We've got about 6 of them and I can't find any of them. He's still obsessing over Star Wars. All right, baby.
I just watched
Still
it
feeling
for-
emotional?
I can't, it's so strange, but I do. I really do. I mean, I know
Oh, it's good though that it means so much to you.
I know you're pulling faces.
I'm not.
I know you're pulling faces.
As if I would pull faces. That wouldn't be very kind.
You have to be transported to a land of imagination.
I don't want to be transported to a land of imagination. I want the remote bloody control.
Okay, well, I haven't started editing the vlog, but I'm sure I'm going to discover Nadia pulling all sorts of faces around the other side of the kitchen when I was talking about Star Wars. But here's the thing about Star Wars, as you can probably see from all my shelves in here. Star Wars happened. It was like a burst of colour and escape and a universe, a galaxy far, far away. And it burst into a child's life, a child who, for whatever reasons, and without going into the finer details of it, whose world was incredibly unstable, chaotic, volatile, sometimes violent. I lacked a dad, and this film just landed like a meteorite into my childhood, with a character in the lead who didn't know who his father was, and the weird creatures, and there's all this magic. Now, this happened in an age, in a time, when, you know, we didn't have streaming, we didn't have DVDs, we barely had, and we didn't have VHSs even. So, you know, when a film came out like that and you watched it, you could only see it again if you went to see it during that run. And then when it came off the cinemas after 6 to 9 months, there was nothing for another 3-4 years or so until The Empire Strikes Back came out. And that allowed it to take on even huger, larger, more magical proportions of what will happen between these characters, what would they be doing in the Millennium Falcon and all this kind of stuff. So, yeah, Star Wars, there are a lot of Star Wars widows. And I made a couple of documentaries a few years back about Star Wars, about fans of Star Wars, and about the impact Star Wars has had on culture generally. And the thing that resonated for me was not just men, some women too, but more men than women. An awful lot of men connected with a certain type of vulnerability that was at work within the character of Luke Skywalker. And his quest wasn't just a quest to shoot weird things and fire things and swing off things and master lightsabers. It was a quest to understanding himself, but also understanding who his father was. So for me, Star Wars, this new episode of Star Wars, directed by the brilliant J.J. Abrams, who has managed to sort of maintain the original style and feel and look and authenticity of the first films. This is like having the privilege of being picked up by, do you remember that toy you get in arcades where you operate the claw and it moves around and you pick up a toy and then you try and get it into the drawer? That claw comes in, picks me up, lifts me up, takes me over and drops me back in the magical world of that childhood where hope, and A New Hope it was called, wasn't it, in the end, Star Wars? I just hope of battles in the stars, and I'd look up at the skies and I would look at planes and I would imagine America and I would imagine things. I just imagine worlds and galaxies and planets and interstellar systems, and for me it just provided an escape from the humdrum concrete reality of a very, very anxious childhood.
Hanging out with my dad, I'm gonna miss stuff like that.
Oh my God, this new show that I've been
So
watching.
what is this show?
guys.
So sorry, hello, darling. Haven't really had a chance to say hello.
were
Star
too
Wars
obsessed with
was
Star
a priority, I'm afraid. Can I just pause this?
This is one of my new crap shows.
What is this?
This is
Tell me.
24 to life.
24 to life.
Yeah. And it's the last 20, it's American, of course it would be. And it's the last 24 hours before these people go to prison. And they're nearly always just really good people that have just been caught up and just been
that's
overwhelmed
interesting.
with debt. And then they do something. And it's always heartbreaking. I mean, this guy, right? He's got a 4-month-old baby. He's got 5 years. We don't know what for yet because they don't reveal it till the end.
Into the light.
He's got 5 years in prison.
Yeah.
And he suddenly got very ill, went to the doctor. He's got a massive tumour on his pancreas, right, which will kill him.
Oh my God.
And in America, they're so brutal. So he says, unless this tumour's removed, you will die. So he's trying to get an extension but it's very likely they won't give it to him because he won't pass the medical. He'll be sent to a hospital bed in another state and won't be able to see his 4-month-old baby and could spend 5 years in a hospital bed, but he doesn't realise he'll die before then.
Can I just say something? You know,
I'm
you're
really
worried.
upset.
No, I can see you're upset. Are you an empath? You know, you're worried about your Alzheimer's brain. You just remembered every emotional nook and cranny of that man's story.
I did.
Say nook and cranny.
Nook and cranny.
What does it rhyme with?
Granny.
Well, that's one you could have gone for. Granny, I was thinking of myself. Fair dues, we can go with Fanny. But, yeah, I remember pitching an idea where we followed people in the first 24 hours after they came out of prison, which I notice is also a show that's on television at the moment.
But the 24 hours before you go in is a much stronger prospect. That's what we should have thought of. But I don't think that happens here, does it? In America, you get charged.
No, we did. Do you
and
remember?
then you go home for ages.
I was in discussions with Channel 5 for a long time. They said it couldn't be done. Channel 5, you said it couldn't be done.
And
that
that's
you
been done on
followed
Channel 4.
people on bail.
Yeah.
As they went
program.
through being prosecuted.
But do we do that with our system, where you get your sentence and then you go home for a bit, which is what seems to happen?
Maybe. I think if it's a sort of civil case, I think if it's a non-sort of what do they call them, like a felony or something like that. Yeah. But interesting piece in the news today. The studies are showing that a frightening number of young adults, Maddie's age, are being diagnosed with fatty livers. Like, on such a scale, they think it's going to be the medical crisis of 30 or 40 years' time.
Because Maddie says to me, loads of her friends have 2 takeaways a day.
I know.
Because they're cheap. Morley's chicken, which is the worst chicken you can imagine, and, well, whatever they have, twice a day.
Twice a day. Well, some kids just
I worry
eat
our
that.
girls don't get good enough food.
Well, we keep trying. Well, you keep trying. Well,
But I'm really
yeah,
worried.
you've
They couldn't
tried.
have a fatty liver, could they?
But they've started going to the gym. And the thing is, you can be very thin on the outside, but you can have a fatty lizard.
Big home time
a
news.
fatty lizard.
Big home time news. Mamas out there that are constantly worrying about their children's health, they have joined the gym with Mark, and they went to the gym.
They have a routine.
Maddie's been twice in a week.
They have.
I'm
Yes,
so
we did go on
excited.
Monday this week, didn't we?
I'm so excited.
I can't remember. I couldn't remember when they'd gone earlier in the week. So next door in Maddie's mansion, she has a number of friends over. Are they from her theatre group? They are, aren't they?
Mansion.
Maddie's mansion. Kiki. What was
It's
your...
not a mansion. It's a tiny.
No,
switched
it's
up-
Maddie's hovel.
Maddie's hovel.
It's Maddie's hovel. But look what's coming out of the oven. Look what's coming out of the oven.
I
Pizza.
just put on the Instagram feed.
What?
Because I went upstairs and I couldn't bear to get back up, so I put on the feed. I want the girls to have a crisp sandwich. No, crisps and a jam sandwich.
Oh, I've got a
And
crisp
And I
sandwich.
felt like a really bad mother because they haven't had any vegetables today.
I have
And
a
everyone was like, oh, just give them a pizza, it doesn't matter.
Can I have a crisp sandwich?
Yeah, but you'll have to make it. I just don't
Oh,
feel like making
I
anything
can
today.
definitely reach to making it. Would you like me to make a crisp sandwich, team?
We haven't got any nice
I love the way some of our subs, I love the way sometimes, guys, I can tell that you'll leave comments as you're watching it, obviously live, because you'll say, no, don't do the doobie-doo.
Yeah, it's really funny.
And then further down the way you'll go, oh yeah, no, okay, you didn't. What the hell's going on over here? Hold the front page. Oh, look, dough balls. I bought these and I forgot.
Chaotic eating.
I love chaotic eating.
Because I had wine at McDonald's last night.
Because you had wine and McDonald's yesterday. So what have you got planned? Well, crikey, what are you going to be like this weekend then? It's going to be hors d'oeuvres and vodka.
No. I don't know. I don't know. Really looking forward to it.
That'd be nice.
How hospitable is that?
That's lovely.
Syra having everyone over there.
Yeah.
And making us all, got the chef, she's got a chef coming in.
Oh my God.
Who's just brought out this new book on Greek cooking. He's Greek and he's
Oh, right.
cooking a 5-course meal for everyone.
Do you have to take a plate to smash? You know, I'd take a disposable plate with you if I was. Last time I went to a Greek wedding, it's quite seriously said, bring a plate.
Did it?
I didn't realise what they meant, years ago. And
I've
me and a friend of mine,
Greece
Jake,
once,
went to this wedding. He hadn't brought a plate, I had brought a plate, and he felt very silly because I was then invited to throw it.
Who did you throw it at?
I-
Maddie!
Jesus Christ, I hate that. I threw it at my ex.
Kiki!
I threw it at my ex-girlfriend, who promptly threw it back at me.
Why did you throw it at your ex?
Because she was my ex and I was, in a bad place.
Uganda!
She's coming, she's coming. I bought Magnums on the way home. They're in that freezer over
Can you
there.
get a kiss for bringing Magnums on?
I got a plaintive text from my youngest saying, Daddy, could you bring...
Well, no, because I said to her...
You look like a Jawa.
Shall we watch America's Next Top Model?
She looks like a Jawa. Oh.
She said,
Only
but
if-
we haven't got any ice cream. I was like...
Now you've got
I
ice
don't
cream.
understand.
Is that so you don't get caught on camera? Look at that, look.
Oh, Kiki.
Look, she's a Jawa. We once went to Comic-Con when Kiki was much younger and she was dressed as a Jawa and she was so sweet. We were queuing for almost 3 hours just to get in. She stayed fully in character and just shuffled along with her little lights just going like that. Didn't you? You're so sweet. You hate being called sweet, don't you? Look, she looks like something you'd see on CC... Huh?
I hate when you say something like, say if I was saying a word and I like mispronounced it.
Yeah.
Wait, was that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Nan or someone would go, oh, why is she so loud?
I don't know. All right, Nads. I think she's heard you. And then
And then they're like, oh, bless. It's
Oh.
like, shut
Oh,
up. I bet
bless.
you struggled when you were younger as well.
I bet you struggled when you were younger as well. You look like something I'd find on CCTV footage, if I'm honest. I personally don't feel like I'm going to be able to hold on to my cash tonight.
Why?
Look at her. She's
Can I
going to
have
mug
one piece
me.
of this?
I think I've done something to my back on one of the machines at the gym. It's a bit tender.
I do, I just don't want you to eat my pizza.
This is great. We've got found a new way of being filmed.
I said, can I have a slice? She said, no. I said, don't you love me anymore? She goes, I do, but I just don't want you to have any more pizza.
Fair enough.
Very brutal.
Hey, can I
What
just
about
say...
your crust? Do you do this, Subs? Do you watch your children eat? Just thinking,
I want
just
it.
leave some of it.
Well, I keep looking at this, hoping that they're going to go in and we're going to eat them.
Well, I don't know. They might want them later.
Okay.
This is teenagers' food.
I got a little bit sad today. I took some clothes to the clothes bank and I discovered all sorts of Stranger
Did you
Things
take the stuff?
t-shirts.
Did you take the stuff to the charity shop?
No!
There were Stranger Things t-shirts.
No!
They shouldn't have gone.
They
Lucky
were.
I saved them.
Oh, good.
Lucky I
I
saved
said
them.
you check that bag. You
Lucky I
said everything in
saved
that
them.
bag you wanted
No,
to...
I said I'll check when Sally next comes around and she hasn't. Yes, I did.
Hey?
I
Why?
should be the Kardashians.
Why?
Because I'm very argumentative. and I'm very... I'm
having a crust.
Mom, no, you can't rip the bread. You can't... She ripped the crust off.
You can't rip
Get
crusts.
out of the house. Leave now.
Of all the things you mustn't do is rip a crust.
Leave now.
So,
Get out, leave.
so hang on a minute. Your dad not only brought Magnums and put them in the freezer, but I saved 2 Stranger Things t-shirts and put them in the back of the car.
No, I only put them away because they don't fit me anymore.
But I tell you something
Well,
else.
you don't feel. That's why we're going to the charity shop.
I tell you something else that I found going in. It was a bit embarrassing as they flew everywhere. Your frilly knickers. Everywhere. Bras, all sorts. I began to think maybe I was getting rid of the wrong bag.
That is the wrong bag.
Is that
Tell
all
me you didn't take
Is that
the-
all your agent provocateur stuff?
Tell me you didn't take that bag.
Oh, it's your snappers and all that
Oh,
stuff.
shut up, Mark.
Picked this up, ripped the crust off and ate it.
Ah, you get over it.
Well, you don't really like the crust though, do you?
You still don't do that.
You just don't do it. Is
My
it
friend eats chips. My friend eats chips with a fork and eats pizza with a knife and fork.
I used to eat pizza with a spoon. It's very hard.
That's just weird.
Remember that great line in Prince of Thieves? I will tear your heart out with a spoon.
Oh, Alan Rickman as
Yeah,
the
I love
Sheriff
that.
of Nottingham. There was a key moment.
No, it wasn't. It was a great line.
At the time, Kiki, we were starved of great wit and humour. At the time, in fact,
Take your heart out with a spoon.
the
That's
whole
the way he said it.
the whole year pivoted around that one line
We
delivered
should
by
take
Alan
your
Rickman.
heart out with a spoon.
Okay.
Oh, I
Be
think,
gone with you, smell bum.
I think someone's trying to contact you, babe, quite urgently.
I was binge watched on vlogs.
Pardon? You just ding ding fin dong vlogs.
I just didn't. I just. And now you're making. I can't speak now.
You just ding.
I just binge watched Don Vlogs and Kate Elizabeth.
Who?
You don't know who they are.
I can see there's a nose.
It's a whole sketch called Loose Mandem instead of Loose Women. And most of it, I would say, was far too risque to be able to go on broadcast television.
It's a bit like being with me.
A bit like being with you, babe.
Yeah.
So, catch it. I think it's on Channel 4. I'll put the hashtags up here. But, yeah. Yeah. Probably the most shocking thing I've ever done. Mm-hmm.
Bloody hell.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, Mark, you couldn't keep it in.
I beg
You
your
wouldn't be
pardon.
able to keep it in.
I beg your pardon.
The things that they said
God, it's
would have to be edited out. Are you filming me for the vlog? while
I
I'm
want to
doing
show
this?
people what
He's
really.
filming me for the vlog
I want to
while
show
I'm
people
filming
what really
this
happens.
story.
I want to show people what really happens when you stop an Insta story.
This is what happens. Ah!
She generally turns around and sort of hits me, guys. She hits me. She does. Sort of beats me. Now she'll sit there for about the next 15 minutes trying to do the hashtags and everything else, and it'll repeat and repeat. She won't turn the volume down. And, you know, that'll be my evening, looking at her, looking at that. Won't it, Nads?
Yeah.
He is totally turned off at this point.
Man like hat.
Totally switched off. Hey?
Steve-O Madman. I'm just getting the names of the other people that were on there.
So, yeah. I'm going to order some food because I'm starving. I'm looking forward to us hanging out together tonight, baby. I was thinking a romantic Friday night in. Kids are all distracted. And then I saw your Insta story saying you'd eaten lentils.
Yeah, lentil crisps and hummus crisps. I had such bad wind on the show. Just before we went on air, I farted. The longest fart. The poor stylist had to just... She was running, like bent over, like running like bombs were,
Like Daisy Ridley in the Star Wars trailer.
That's what it was like.
What, because of your lentil fart?
Yeah, I went to her, just run! She came towards me to tuck my jumper in just before I went on air, and I just had this massive involuntary fart because I'd had these lentil crisps. I just went, run! And she just charged without even asking.
Was it audible?
It was very audible, but not edible.
Oh, edible fart. It's a quite hideous concept, babe. Toffee, you should relate to that. You're the farter. You like farting, don't you? Hello. What are you eating? So you've eaten avocados. That's not Friday food. Is that because is that a guilty avocado because of your McDonald's yesterday?
Yeah. What else did I have that was naughty today? I had a chicken wrap.
You did what?
I had a chicken wrap and I had a bag of lentil crisps and a bag of chickpea crisps.
Babe, what's going on?
No.
I had a packet of cashew. Salt and pepper cashews. Anyone else like a cashew nut? I love a cashew. What's your favourite nut? Tell me what obviously if you don't have a nut allergy. What's your favourite nut? Mine is a cashew or a macadamia. Something about the macadamia, when you crush through the hard exterior, it goes a bit sort of almost oily. Something.
Well, no, macadamia is... fun fact. Macadamia is the highest fat nut. So it's very good if you're doing things like...
It's a fatty nut.
It's a fatty nut.
So if you've got fat nuts, you've probably got macadamias. Whereas if you've got a thin nut, or thin nuts, you've probably got almonds. And if you've got small nuts, you've got hazelnuts. What do you call nuts on your chest?
Chestnuts.
What do you call nuts on the wall?
Walnuts.
What do you call nuts on your chin?
Chin nuts.
Naughty,
What if
but
the kids see
nutty and
this?
nice. I'll bleep it.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will. I
Don't bleep it because it won't be as funny.
All right, I won't bleep it. You heard it here. You heard it here. She said don't bleep it. So I'm not going to bleep it. So we're going to have a bit of a nice cuddle on the sofa night.
Why don't we watch Victim or Billions?
Let's watch Victims or watch another one of Mother, Father, Daughter. Mother, Father, Son. Nadia, we really like that series.
I don't fancy that one as much. It feels like it's going to go very dark tonight.
I know what you mean.
I don't fancy that tonight.
I know, him having had a sort of stroke of sorts.
I think it's going to get really, really sad tonight.
Yeah.
And I don't want to go deep into that.
No, I don't fancy seeing him breastfed by, what's her name?
Why do you mention that?
What is her name?
Because
Because everyone will know.
Helen McCrory.
Helen McCrory accidentally. I thought she actively.
Has anyone else seen this?
Actively breastfed
I've not heard
him.
one person talk about it. Nobody has mentioned.
It was in the papers the following day.
No, but I mean at work, because usually, whatever new series is out, there's somebody watching it, somebody mentioning it. Not a word. It's like it doesn't exist.
Well, can I just say, I am being deeply ironic every time I invoke it because the Daily Mail went nuts about it, the Daily Express went nuts about it, not macadamia nuts about it. And my point was, the way, when I read the story, I just thought it was gratuitous breast suckling. Whereas actually, it was a sort of accidental suckle as she leant over him, wasn't it, really? And it was through a shirt.
His frontal brain's gone, so he's just behaving irrationally. He doesn't know what he's doing. It's very sad.
I think my frontal brain is going.
I don't think your frontal brain's gone.
No.
Your lobe.
No, my frontal brain is going.
What are you doing? Mark? What are you doing?
Frontal lobe.
Mark, stop it.
Sorry.
That's not him, that's the dog.
We were watching American Horror Story last night, and he was actively breastfed by his mum as an adult.
What do you think, Subs? What do you think on breastfeeding? What's the absolute cut-off age?
I think at least 16. Don't you?
I think 2.
No older than 16.
I think older than 2, I think it's a bit much.
Yeah.
But I still think if somebody likes it, it's fine. But for me, I couldn't have done older than 2. I mean, if people do beyond that, I'd have no judgment on other people. But for me, I think I would have started to feel, and maybe that's something about society. I would have felt really. I mean, Maddie was breastfed till 6 months. Kiki, about 9 months.
You're saying you're not being judgmental, but you're very firm on the 2. I think you are being.
No,
a bit judgmental.
I'm saying for me, I would feel embarrassed.
Yeah.
If I would hide it if I was still feeding them after.
Do you remember that friend who came round with his wife that time, and she just got her boobs out and just fed?
She
just
got her
fed.
boobs out and did not put them back in.
No, but in between
the entire
feeding,
time
she just sat there.
So she was eating lunch and the babies were just coming up and
I
just
was like
sucking
this.
on her boobs while she was eating.
It
while we were all eating.
They'd latch on as they walked past. I mean, me and her husband nearly did as well.
Okay, that's enough.
So, I'm sorry guys, I'm purposefully going to be putting the vlog up late tonight because I want to watch telly and eat my sushi. And yeah, so I hope you don't mind if it goes up late. Otherwise, I spend my whole evening editing tonight. So yeah, I'm going to put that up late. We're watching Victim. The Victim. You know, it's the way everything's called, like The Cheat or The Victim or the... Nad?
Yeah?
Are you going to watch... Does Kiki want to come down and watch something?
No.
You sure?
No, she said she's enjoying doing what she's doing.
Okay. Oh my God. Was that a fart? You don't even know you're doing it. They're just slipping out.
No, I don't want to do that.
What are you making?
I don't know.
Oh, I've got a galaxy bar hidden in here, look. Look what Maddie's smuggled in.
What's in it? Is it just plain?
plain.
Yuck, I hate that.
Why do you always have to be
I'm
so...
a Cadbury's girl. What
I
are you?
like Cadbury's and Galaxies, different types of chocolate. It's like saying I only eat Snickers and I don't eat Mars bars. Mind you, I don't like Mars bars. I only eat Snickers.
Ridiculous parallel.
Some
people do like
It's a
Snickers.
ludicrous parallel, and it's a parallel that I observe. In fact, I live on the 10th parallel.
Get married and have kids. I understand you're having questions, but is that right, Mrs. Myers? I thought no one I can talk to. The internet isn't always the best place to get the most reliable. I know that, but you know that. Sorry.
Asking that, I'm asking if someone in that position.
All I know is that there would be risk assessment, careful monitoring, particularly at the outset, but I'm really not supposed to even at risk the family know it. Well, I mean, that would be a question for those in charge of the case and the subject, but yes, I mean, if all else is going well, there's no reason why life can't be totally normal. Just to be clear, Mrs. Myers, the Crown's position is...
Just gonna go and listen to what the girls, what Maddie's doing with her friends. Come and listen to this.